The Hope Slide. In the quiet hours of January 9, 1965, a disaster unfolded in British Columbia that would forever scar the landscape and leave a legacy of awe and sorrow. Known as the Hope Slide, it remains one of the largest and most catastrophic landslides in Canadian history. A combination of natural forces, geological instability, and chilling events that unfolded in the hours prior turned an ordinary stretch of highway into a field of devastation. The incident began with a small warning. On the evening of January 8th, a minor rock slide had blocked Highway 3, about 18 kilometers east of the town of Hope. A few travelers, stranded by the obstruction, stopped to investigate. 4 people, a truck driver, a university professor, and 2 others were waiting in their vehicles, likely unaware that they were standing on unstable ground that had been weakened by weeks of snowmelt and heavy rains. As midnight passed into the early morning hours, the mountainside above them groaned under the strain of its own weight. Suddenly, with an earth-shattering roar, 46 million cubic meters of rock, earth and debris broke free from Johnson Peak and hurtled downwards. The slide descended with unimaginable force, obliterating everything in its path. The landslide obliterated nearly 3 kilometers of the highway and filled the valley floor with debris up to 85 meters deep. The sound was reportedly heard over 15 kilometers away, shaking homes and rattling windows in the nearby town of Hope. The 4 travelers stranded by the earlier rock slide were caught in the chaos. Their vehicles were buried beneath the tons of rubble, and despite extensive search efforts, only 2 of the bodies were ever recovered. The other 2 were lost beneath the massive debris field. Their final resting place is a grim testament to the sheer scale of the disaster. When daylight broke, the true extent of the Hope Slide became apparent. The slide had reshaped the landscape, creating a barren, otherworldly scene. Entire sections of forest were sheared away, and the highway was no longer recognizable. Crews worked tirelessly to carve a new road through the rubble, bypassing the obliterated section of Highway 3. The Hope Slide was caused by a combination of natural factors. The mountainside, made of unstable rock, weakened by water infiltration and freeze-thaw cycles, had been primed for collapse. The minor slide earlier that evening was likely a precursor, a warning that the mountain's integrity had been compromised. Tragically, the travelers stranded at the site had no way of knowing the danger they were in. Today, the site of the Hope Slide remains a stark reminder of nature's raw power. A commemorative plaque stands near the slide area, honoring the lives lost and providing context for the catastrophic event.